CGC Community Growth Council that was there, worked with us in getting the new members voted in. It was fairly seamless. It was awesome to see the community rallying around the new CGC, and we got the new council in place. And with that new council, they're now going to be driving the initiatives that matter to them, that matter to the community. We're going to have hopefully some input. We have a team member, Baxter, who is on the CGC as a member as well. That was one of our conditions of the acquisition, just to make sure that we could participate. But we're not the decision making. We don't decide on what happens with those community assets. That's decided by the community and the community growth members, community growth council members. So we're excited for the fact that we now have the new community growth council in place, and really anxious to get that going and seeing what initiatives and things that they're going to start developing to help push the BOTB, the product, the NFT that we know is amazing. So we're super excited about that. So of the new, the 9 CGC members, they were added to the multi-sig Gnosis wallet, which is the community wallet that holds these NFTs. Because we only had 9 and not the 10 that we wanted, one person backed out and decided that they didn't want to be part of it. We reduced the required signatures from 6 out of 10 to 5 out of 9. That is the simple majority. So that way, anything that's brought up to the Community Growth Council as far as strategies with the assets or initiatives, events or whatever that may be, it will take 5 out of those 9 to vote that in, which would be the simple majority. The first NFTs were successfully transferred and tested. And then once that was completed, then the balance of the NFTs out of the original Community Growth Council wallet were transferred to the new CGC, like I said, which includes the Sandbox, the VeeFriends, and a number of other really cool NFTs, along with some Ethereum. So that's all now sitting in that wallet. We went ahead and transferred the January METH allocation. There was 5,000 METH that was transferred to that wallet as well. So the CGC has the power and the ability to utilize that 500 METH how they see fit. That's theirs to use. We also transferred the January secondary royalties into the community wallet. So that was completed. We made a number of website updates to include some additional information, new information about the CGC. Our OG unvaulting bug was a bug that had been plaguing us for some time. And that's the process of having an Evo and then being able to go in and unvault your OG bull and bring it back into your wallet if you own an Evo that has never been unvaulted before. That has been fixed and is now online. So it's working well. I haven't had any.
I think Tank just got a phone call.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, uh-oh, did I rug?
Nope, it's Tank. He's probably got a phone call. Yeah. And so he's cut
Member
out
of the CGC.
right now. Nope, there he is.
I'm sorry?
Tank. You
Yeah.
cut out. I don't know if you got a call
You
or
cut
you have
out.
service.
You were finishing up on unvaulting.
Oh, was I? That was weird. Okay, I apologize. I didn't have a call come in. Nothing happened. So I just must have had a bad lag here. I apologize. So yeah, the unvaulting. So the unvaulting bug has been fixed. It's been working well, and I don't think we've heard anything other to the contrary. So we're stoked about that and happy that our community is able to get their OGs unvaulted to match their awesome Evos that they've got in their wallet. Baxter, who is one of our awesome core team members who works with BOTB, has been added as well to the multi-sig wallet because Baxter is part of the CGC. So that's going to be helping to speed up the efficiency to facilitate transfer of anything else that's remaining in the old CGC and that coordination with the monthly methane allocation and any royalties that we earn through each month. That percentage of royalties that were committed to the CGC will be getting transferred. So Baxter's, they're going to be there to help to facilitate that as well. Our BOTB Discord server trading channel has been reopened. And I've been seeing that the community's been getting excited around poker and Gartic games. They're resurrected and the community's starting to play that. So we're really stoked about that, that we're getting some cool, fun games going on in Discord with poker and the Gartic games. We are starting, as Anthony stated, a dedicated BOTB Twitter space called Bull on lunch break. That's going to be starting this week. So keep your eyes out for that. And we'll be, posting up, reminders and space notifications. So that way you guys can go ahead and, get those notifications set in your phone or your computer and come join us for a really cool space that's going to be highlighting BOTV and everything that we're going to be doing to help drive BOTV, like I said earlier, to to the top where it's supposed to be, right, as an OG collection. All right, so what are we working on, and currently what is it that we are looking to get released right away as far as it relates to that 120-day plan? So merch has been an interesting thing. So merch is actually, the merch designs are completed. We were ready to launch merch just recently. I actually had placed a post in Discord and had posted a couple posts on Twitter because we were days away from getting our merch launch, which was just a couple weeks ago. And unfortunately, our fulfillment company that we currently use is no longer going to be doing merch. So we've had to backtrack a little bit, and we're currently sourcing another vendor that's going to help us with the fulfillment of the merch. But our merch designs are done, the art is done, everything is ready to go. It's just locating that fulfillment center that's going to work with us to make sure that you guys can get that awesome merch. So as soon as we have that, we will let you guys know. Literally everything is ready to go. It's just making sure that we have that partner in place. And I'm excited for you guys to see it. Got some cool videos that we're going to be posting with some samples of what some of the merch looks like, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. I'm really happy with it. I have the samples myself and been wearing them. They're really, really cool. So I'm excited about that. The matching ID set bonus, Anthony mentioned that we are super close on that. We are right there, and it is on top priority. I know we've been saying it for a while, but just keep your eyes and ears open. You're going to be seeing an announcement about that very, very soon. And we will, be getting that going so that way you guys can get those bonuses for having those amazing sets. I have, I have 3 sets myself, and I can't wait to, to be able to earn and acquire that methane that's been sitting there waiting to get.
Yeah, and I got an update because the team has been working to finish that up, and they do feel like it's going to be in place by end of day Friday. Is literally the update that I was just getting.
Yes, that's awesome. Cool. All right, so that's one thing that we can check off the list, and that's amazing. Awesome. Thanks, Anthony, for that. Appreciate it. Anthony also mentioned the Evo Bear, the Evo and Bear contract reopening. Our devs did the full audit that we were waiting for to make sure that we wouldn't have any hangups. That has been completed. Now it's just a matter of getting things on, and we're ready to do that. Can flip the switch, but we want to have that marketing around it, right? Because it's important for us to get the word out and build this up, get some excitement around it. I know that I've got a couple OGs that I want to evolve and claim my bear for. I'm excited for it, but I also want to get the marketing out there and get some eyes on the project. And hopefully we can get some of these people that are still sitting on wallets with OGs that maybe hasn't seen what we're doing and seen the activity that's going on in BOTV. Maybe this will get them to open their eyes a little bit and get them back involved so they can come in and claim those really cool unclaimed Evos and bears. So yeah, super stoked about that. February monthly meth allocation is going to be sent to the community wallet. That's that 5,000 meth, which will be very soon. And the February secondary ETH royalties will also be sent here shortly for whatever was earned in this last month related to royalties. So what's upcoming? That's what we're working on now. But what do we have on our radar that's upcoming? We have the BOTV Community Growth Council. We're going to be working on adding another CGC member. We'd like to get that up to 10. We've talked about that. The Trait Ranks integration, we mentioned that as well. For us, what's important about Trait Ranks is getting together that first phase of Trait Ranks. We've talked about this in spaces. I've talked about this in DMs. And that's the ability to do those searches for those OGs, for those EVOs, having some easy search functions. So we're going to phase that into the community. It is something that we're working on, and we want to make sure that we get those tools in place so that way our community can use it. Also, we've talked about this in our plan of the Lauren story. That is actually in the process right now of getting a cool lore chapter related to BOTV. So we'll give you guys an update on that Once we get that completed, our art team is working on it. Neo Ape, one of our founders, who is really uh, dives in with the lore. He's the one that drives the lore. Is excited about building this next chapter to really highlight Bulls on the Block. So that is coming, and I'll keep you guys updated on that. And then the CGC Gnosis multi-sig wallet. We have the addresses in there, but we've got to go through the overview and training with the team, and that's on our radar here to complete in the next short period of time as well. So a lot of stuff going on, you guys. I know we've delivered a lot. We have a lot more to get to the BOTB community, and once we do that, then we'll be talking about the balance of well, not the balance, but the continuing efforts that are going to be placed into really driving and building out BOTB. I'm excited for it. I'm a holder and have been the very first NFT I ever owned. So I'm excited to see where we're going with this and to really build this community up. Super cool. All right, where else do we at, Her Crypto?
All right. Yep. So speaking of the BOTB community growing, as Anthony and Tank said, the the weekly Twitter space that's happening tomorrow, it is pinned there in the nest, and you've got the Bulls on the Block account here on stage. So make sure to give them a follow so you can get notified when they go live. And we also pinned up our community tokenization space that we have each Thursday. We're going to have that tomorrow as well with the Bulls and Apes Project main account and talking about community tokenization, giving some more updates as far as the guardrails and looking forward to that. Yeah, and I think question wise, the only thing, and I know Anthony did touch on a little bit. If you guys came in late, I missed the beginning. Anthony talked about how we are continuing to build our team out, how we are continuing to add people so we can make sure we are able to get to a lot of the things that we need to deliver. One of those I see a lot of questions around, and one question that is in the Town Hall Questions channel is around the bonus loot box openings. So for everyone who minted those 4 apes during the ape mint, when you minted at least 4, there was a time where you were able to get a second opening of 4 of the apes loot boxes. So there's 4 extra loot box openings that they have. Those are tied to your wallets, just so you know, they're not tied to the actual apes. So we do have the details that we need as far as who is going to be receiving them, but we have not sent them out yet. We do not have a hard ETA on when those are going to be available. And same with the Compass gamification and the next phases of the tokenomics are going to be released. Those are going to be released sooner. And Anthony gave some updates as far as what is going to be happening on those. I don't have any requests from the crowd.
I saw a question on kind of the elevator pitch for BAP, and what I'll answer to that is we've been talking about this internally over the past couple of weeks that we need to simplify our on ramp, and so for new people that are coming in, we want them, and I'll simulate it. We need to simulate a conversation I had with one new holder. And the conversation was, hey, I bought a bull. I don't know what to get next. What should I get? And they happened to DM me. And so I DM back and I was like, well, what are you interested in? It's like, oh, well, teen, ape, bull. I don't know. I'll get whatever one. And I was like, well, you know what? I was like, teens are cool. They're fun. I was like, but, besides collecting some meth, there's not a tremendous amount of utility. I said, apes have a ton of utility. If you like designing and you want to do loot boxes and do the configurator, you have that. And I said, and then you got our OG bulls. I was like, those are our core holders. I'm like, that's the core. And they were like, well, I don't want to play any games. I don't want to do this. I want to do this. I believe in the team. I believe in what you guys are doing. I want to buy and hold. I was like, well, then it's a bulls for you. And so that conversation right there, we need to be able to simulate on the website. There needs to be like a clear, easy, like on ramp for somebody. Do you want to have fun and do some creativity? Do you like the vibe of the teens? Do you like do you want to just hold and just be part of something special, or do you not like 3D art and you want 2D art and you're going to go a little bit more traditional with Bulls on the Block, right? So we have to be able to point people in the right direction on that a lot more clearly than we do. And then on the other side is the why BAP, why BOTB. We have to have that 30 to 60 second elevator pitch, that we have a consistent message, because we know a lot of you want to go out and say, hey, this project's great, this project's different than others, and so we are going to be putting that together shortly here. That is a top priority for us, because we do believe that some people are interested in us, have heard of us, and then drop off because we are one of those projects that has a lot of different layers. We have the apes, we have the teens, we have the bulls, we have Bulls on the Block as well. So we have two brands. Literally, as I was on the call right here on this Twitter space, I was DMing someone who was talking to me about 3D art versus 2D art, and he's like, "Oh, I don't really like 3D art." I was like, "Well, we have 2D art too. We've got Bulls on the Block." They're like, "Oh, you have Bulls on the Block also?" I'm like, "Yes, we do." So we got something for everyone. But I know that could be a little daunting for people that are coming in, and so we've got to be able to simulate these one-on-one conversations that we're having with people, and then also give ammunition to community members, to holders that want to go out there and and sing the praises of Bulls and Apes.
Thanks, Anthony. That was the that was exactly where I was going to go too, and bring that up because I think it is super important. And we, like you said, we know how important it is. We've been having this conversation ad nauseum. It almost feels like, and I think the big thing is, like you said, it is a conversation that you have with people, and we do need a nice, crisp, clear, 1 to 2 liner that you can easily explain. But at the same time, you need to understand what people are looking for, and it's just amazing that we have so many different ways that people can be involved in our community and can find the place that they fit in, that they like and that they want to do, and how they like to operate, in the space. So, yeah, I saw that JL2 Tech. We resonate with you and we agree. So look forward to that. And of course, those are things that we're going to put out and give to our community and give to you to help you be able to wave that BAP flag and BOTB flag and tell people about what's going on. Make easily shareable content and easily shareable information, so that way you're not fumbling and mumbling. And I know trying to explain to someone like, well, there's OG Bulls and then they do this and then they do that, it's very overwhelming. So um, yeah, looking forward to that.
Silence. Was that my cue?
I thought, yeah, well, I saw your mic come off. I thought you were going to add something.
No, yeah, no, I don't know what else I can add. I think Anthony nailed it tonight.
Yeah.
The updates have been amazing. We have so much to look forward to, so many things that we're doing. The team is working hard, and the team is working a lot. And being able to bring in, like Anthony said earlier, additional engineers, additional developers to help us drive the products and the releases that we want to bring to this space, because we are pushing the limits, we are pushing the boundaries of everything that is known as Web3. It's what we're doing with the apes. It's what we want to do with anything we bring to this space. I'm excited for that, and it's a great place to be, a great company to be in, and I'm so happy that anybody that is holding any of our NFTs can take this ride with us, because it's going to be amazing. So yeah, I don't have anything else for crypto. I think we've answered all the questions, and I don't know. I don't see anything else in Discord. But yeah, this has been a great space, and I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with us for the hour to listen to what we got to say.
Yeah, absolutely. And on the note of keeping people informed, keeping communication flowing, one of the things, if you didn't catch Anthony last week, I think it was, but talking about you're going to see not just increased presence in us overall in the different spaces, but also communicating with you, Anthony himself jumping, into the different spaces with tokenomics, and we've got our AMAs here, town hall style, and definitely being a lot more communicative, giving you guys information, keeping you informed of what we're doing. There's so much work going on in the background, but it's hard
and
to
and
know that
and
if you don't
sorry,
know.
sorry,
Yeah.
Tess. Most importantly, listening. And I sent a tweet out about listening and the importance of listening. And I want to stress that it's not just about communicating out, which is important, but it's also about accepting input and feedback and suggestions, and actually putting those to action. Not just saying, "Yeah, I heard you," but actually, and I've said this before. You can't put everything to action, but I've got to show that we're listening to the input as well. So that two-way communication is something that is important, and we're doing our best to be a lot more active on both of those.
Yes, absolutely. And one of the ways that another way that we're doing that is if you guys have not gotten involved, Tank was talking about the Community Growth Council on BOTB that they have, but we also have a Community Growth Council in the Bulls and Apes project that have been doing amazing things, and we are getting more involved with them as well. Sorry, as Anthony's jumping in, doing some voice calls with them, getting their feedback. The Community Growth Council is meant to be the voice, the connection, and even though we do obviously talk to directly our whole community, but this section is supposed to give us a lot more of a pulse, give us feedback, and we get to talk a little bit more about the things that are coming out. And if you're interested, please feel free. Carter and Hope Dealer have been really doing an amazing job leading up the BAP News and helping drive the CGC, as well as Big Mac, and we've got Charlie in there. I mean, I need to double check and check how many we have, but it's grown quite substantially. We also have the trait group leaders that are in there, doing the helping out with the Community Growth Council, getting connected, getting things, getting information flowing. So, and then also making sure that you guys, if you haven't seen yet, if you're verified and you've got access to the inner circle. We've been publishing notes, recaps of our spaces as quickly as we possibly can. We instituted a new tool that's we've been using, and we also did pin it, or not pin it, but post it in our BAP Media channel. If you wanted to go check it out for yourself, it actually will keep track of all of our spaces. It gives you transcriptions. You can read back through. You can listen through to your favorite podcast platform as well. And so we've got some extra things that we've been bringing out to you guys and trying. And of course, would love your feedback. Like to hear, what you think about it or anything else that you have. Like Anthony said, it's a two-way street for sure. So suggestion box has been going off and we've loved it. And while we don't always get to reply to everything, please know we are reading it and we are slowly going to get through the different posts in there. But it has been amazing and it's been great and getting a lot of good feedback from that. Yep. Otherwise, I think that we're all good here. This has been our Bulls and Apes project, BOTB, Bulls on the Block Town Hall. We have these every other week, typically, as long as we don't have anything else major going on, like through the Mint. But every other week, we have these as well as alternate. So this is our later in the quote unquote day, depending on where you are. For us in the states, it's later, and we know that those across the pond, it's much later. So the next one will be our early morning. So stay tuned. Make sure you're following both these main project accounts to stay up to date with everything we have. Make sure you click set reminder in the space in the tweets pinned to the nest there so you can tune in to the very first Bulls on the Block, Bulls on Lunch space happening tomorrow. It's going to be a weekly space. So um, thank you guys all for coming. Anthony Tankman, thanks so much. And big shout out. Thanks, Kimura, behind the BOTB. If you're there awake or if you're just kind of half half listening in. So thank you guys all in the community for coming and supporting every day, each day. We really appreciate it. Everything you're doing here, we're doing together, building, growing together. Thanks, guys, so much. Anthony Tank, anything before we head out?
No, thanks for holding it down. We appreciate it. And thank you, everybody, for showing up. Thank you very, very much. We love you guys.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, mic check, mic check. Let me know what's going on. How you guys feeling today? Hopefully everybody's feeling good. Definitely been a long day. Been running around, had the kids, all to myself earlier, which was fun and hilarious at the same time. But yeah, man, appreciate it. I saw DNA hop in. Cat T in the building. What's going on? I'm having a rough day. Having a rough go at it, but pulling through. How about yourself and family? Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Can't complain. Kids gave me a hassle earlier. Man, it's just been a lot of work on the back end trying to get things situated, but it's fun building still, and building in a fun yet bearish market at the same time. Because we're still technically kind of bearish. We know we've been bullish for a little bit. You know what I mean? So let's look at the market, see what the market has for us today, and then we'll jump into some NFTs. As you guys know, NFTs and Wednesday, this is the NFT Chill and Chill. 9 out of the 10, I still cover the market just briefly, and then we'll go over some NFT stuff. I started with the Wolves and Apes project and their Twitter space just because I feel like it was super relevant to a lot of the things that I want to talk about as far as the NFTs. If you guys have any other NFTs that you guys are interested in, feel free to throw them in the chat, and then we'll definitely check them out. We'll check them out, go through it, see what we got on the table. All right, so Bitcoin right now, we're looking at $24,401 right now, currently down about 2.5%. There was a downtrend in the market. Ethereum, we're looking at $1,652 right now, down 3.8, almost 4%. So that's down a bit. BNB holding above 300 at 306, down 1.4, almost 1.5%. We got Matic at $1.11, down 7.5%. So actually went down a significant amount. Solana down almost 9% at 8.8. So Shiba almost down, we'll call that on the lighter side of almost 9 to 8.6, get a round up. Crow 6.8, yeah, so Crow's been progressively just going down. So it's at about 6.8, well, 0.068 cents. So not horrible, but not great. Not horrible, but not great. All right, so I think that may be possibly the best view I can get it at. So this level right here, it actually on it was like on a 30-minute time frame. It actually hit a double bottom, had to pass this range, which it did. It passed that range, but it ended up coming back down, also broke this level. Came down to here, used it as support, and then you can kind of see what happened from there. Got some more bearish signals right here. You can actually see the cross right there. It goes down, finds some level of support around this range, bounces up, and this is kind of the trend that we're in currently right now. And this is on the 1 hour. So came down a bit and currently getting rejected around this range of resistance. Best case scenario, it goes up, maybe has some friction around this range depending on how much volume comes in, and then we kind of go from there. Or we could continue having low volume. We are getting a little bit closer to the weekend, not just there yet. We're at pretty much the mid tier of the week right now, so we got a little bit of time to actually go either way. Could get a little bit more volume to come in, or to go down a little bit. So my thoughts is maybe just maybe we have a little bit more price action coming in throughout the week, but could be wrong. I don't know that to be fact. there's a lot of people calling for Bitcoin to go up to about 28K, but it honestly depends on a lot of different variables within what we have going on in the market. Definitely got to break some different ranges right now. Yeah, you can kind of see we have volume coming in. Really started down towards this range, and then around this range bottomed out, and we had a hell of an uptrend. This is the resistance level that we're currently battling with right this second. Will it go up and past this and kind of deviate from the downtrend that it's in right now? Currently, that's what we're kind of waiting to see. What up, DNA? Yo, what's the word? Roberta, how you feeling today? Yo, what's up? How you doing? If it keeps getting rejected around this level, it's probably going to come down a little bit more. At least probably to this range, around this range, like 1600 flat. Yeah, there's a lot of mixed emotions in these indicators right this second. Yeah, it's 1,050. Yeah, it's about 1,050 right there. I don't know, man. This thing can still go up more. I don't know, like I said, it's some signs saying it can go up, some signs saying it can go down also. I think by probably tomorrow, midday tomorrow, or tomorrow night, we should kind of know what direction it's trying to choose to go.